Facts First presents 10 Tricks to Identify Fake Products. Number 1. Apple Earbuds. If you have an iPhone, it'll come with a pair of Apple earbuds. Unfortunately, it's really easy to lose or break a pair of these earbuds, which would require you to buy another pair. There are some companies who will sell knockoff earbuds and claim that they are actual Apple earbuds. If you want to be able to spot a knockoff, it's easy. The speaker in the earbuds in a real pair of Apple buds looks just like a speaker covered in mesh. If you're buying knockoffs, you'll see 2 black circles that look like glass. Of the 10 tricks to identify fake products, this is the handiest. Number 2. Rolex watches. Rolex watches are very expensive, and there are some unethical people who will sell a watch claiming that it is a real Rolex when it's not. If you're willing to dish out thousands of dollars for a watch, well, there are a few ways you can tell the difference between a fake Rolex and a real one. A Rolex watch has a sweeping second hand. Most of the knockoffs on the market have a ticking second hand. You should also look at the inscription. If there are imperfections or misspellings in the logo, you can be sure that that Rolex is a fake. Number 3. Handbags. Designer bags are very popular today, and they're also very expensive. There are plenty of dealers who will sell their handbags claiming that they are real and that they're selling the bags at discount prices. The reason you're getting the bag at such a good price, though, is, well, probably because it's a knockoff. There are a few ways that you can tell the difference, though. Start by going on the designer's website to see where the logo is positioned on the bag. If your bag doesn't match up, it's a fake. Also, fake bags are poorly made. This means that the logo won't match up on either side of the seam and the stitching will look uneven, and it can even be falling apart. Authentic designer bags won't have any of these problems. Number 4. Yeezys. Yeezys are an incredibly expensive pair of shoes designed by Kanye West. Unfortunately, there are some people who will sell you a fake pair of Yeezys and tell you that they're real. There are a few ways that you can spot a real pair as opposed to a fake pair. First, make sure that the wave pattern is floating side to side. Next, the middle stitching should go all the way to the tip of the outsole. On the red heel tab, there should be 9 stitch points in the center. Finally, the rubber sole should have 7 embossings that look like flowers. If your Yeezys don't have all these characteristics, they're not authentic. Number 5. iPhone charger. If you have an iPhone, it's best to use an iPhone charger. There are some people who sell fake iPhone chargers claiming that they're the real thing. There are a few ways that you can be sure that you are buying a legitimate iPhone charger. An Apple-certified charger will have smooth, rounded contacts. A knockoff will have rough contacts with an inconsistent finish. The width and length of an Apple boot are 7.7 mm by 12 mm. Finally, the authentic Apple version will have a gray or metallic faceplate insert, while a knockoff will have a white or black faceplate insert. Number 6. Vans. Vans might not be as expensive as Yeezys, however, there are still people out there who will try to sell you a pair of fake Vans. The first thing you should do is check the box. There should be a barcode that corresponds with the shoes in the box. You can use a barcode scanner app on your phone to check. If it doesn't match up to the shoes that you're buying, they're fake. If there's no label at all, the shoes are likely knockoffs. Next, look for package paper. There should be a piece of this paper inside to keep the shoes from scuffing. No paper means that the sneaker is fake. Finally, check the paper tag that is tied to the shoe. Fake Vans will have large tags with very large writing. On the sneaker itself, check the waffle pattern on the bottom. There should be more than one pattern if the sneakers are real. Number 7. Jordans. Jordans are another expensive brand of sneakers, and it's not uncommon to get duped and buy a knockoff pair. If you want to be sure you're buying the real thing, though, there are a few things you should look for. If you look at the logo on the bottom of the shoe and it's covered in a bluish plastic, it's fake. The plastic should be clear. Also, the plastic on the toe on a real pair is sewn tightly to the sneaker. On a fake, it appears loose. Number 8. UGG boots. UGG boots are one of the most popular brands of boots on the market. They're expensive, which is why many people try to sell knockoffs. If you have a pair of Uggs and you want to be sure they're real, you can look for a few characteristics. On a real pair of Uggs, you can easily bend the sole. On a fake pair, the sole is more rigid and difficult to bend. Also, the fur on a real pair of Uggs should have a brown tint. On a knockoff pair, the fur will be completely white. Finally, check the back of the heel. On a pair of real Uggs, the heel will go perfectly straight across. On a pair of fake Uggs, the heel will be noticeably uneven. Number 9. Samsung cell phones. Samsung is one of the most popular electronic manufacturers on the planet. Their cell phones are especially popular. If you buy a Samsung phone but you think it might be a fake, there are a few ways to tell. First, check the logo on the back. On a knockoff, you'll see the word Samsung encased in a rectangle. On a real phone, there is no rectangle. Next, the A in the logo uses thin typography, and on a fake it's very thick. Finally, check the size of the space between the screen and the edge. Fake phones will have a wide gap, while a real one will have a very thin gap. Number 10. Soda. This doesn't happen very often, but it did happen in Saudi Arabia. Many pallets of Pepsi delivered to the country weren't actually Pepsi. Underneath the Pepsi wrapper was a Heineken beer wrapper. Boy, that's a scary thing for parents who allow their children to drink a soft drink, huh? You want to be sure your soda is real? Better pull on that can first. Subscribe for more!